Hello, everyone, and welcome to this fantastic best of 100 three-blind match between Stanley Chapel and Tommy Cherry. As you guys know, these are both some really excellent solvers, and we're really excited to see the match today. I'm joined here by Langston Johnson, also known as Langston Mandela on Twitch. He's getting hyped, ready to bring you guys some fire commentary. Langston, how are you feeling about this match today?
You know what? I got to tell you, I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling excited way down in the bones. I can feel there's a fire brewing here. The throes of competition are about to come into full swing, and we're about to see two titans within their industry pull no punches. It's going to be no holds barred, and it's going to be a thing of beauty to watch happening in real time.
Yeah, and thank you so much to all of you who are tuning in here. I do believe we are live on both YouTube and Twitch at once. This is the first time I've tried this. If it's working, please let us know in the Twitch chat. But yeah, we're going to go over the format here in a minute. But Langston, can you just give us like maybe a 2-minute summary of what went down in the pre-match interviews last night? We were having some technical difficulties, but what were some like takeaway things that we should look for going into this match?
Yeah, so the pre-match interview last night, first off, thanks to everybody who tuned into that. Secondly, thanks for bearing with us. If I'm going to have difficulties, I want them to be technical. So we got those out of the way. Today we're going to have a nice clean stream. Make sure you get all this piping hot content directly into your homes. Really, my big takeaway from yesterday's size-up between our two contenders is that this is going to be a real game of completions. And, depending on how fast people are, either one of them is coming out of the gate, and the accuracy in which they are completing solves, those two factors are going to be really what's telling of who's going to be able to get an early lead and how that's going to change the strategy as we move forward. It's going to be really interesting to see how DNFs play an effect today. Obviously, with blind solving, there is risk involved, but it was really interesting to hear from each of the competitors on how they deal with feedback and how they make adjustments on the fly after mistakes are made. So it'll be interesting to see how they make adjustments on the fly, and if they decide to take on more risk. Both of them are deeply inspired by Don Key, and that dude is known for risking the biscuit. So we'll see if they channel a little inner Don Key today, and I'd love to see some risky maneuvers happen. I want to see some big swings. I want to see people swinging big and missing big. I want to see, the great Bambino versus Muhammad Ali. Like, this is going to be great. And yeah, I think it's going to be exciting for us to watch as this unfolds.
Okay, and we're going to take a look at the format here. The format is a three-blind best of 100, 1 point for a win, 0 points for a tie, and first to 51 point wins. But if it's 50-50, we will have the cubers decide on the tie break they want to do. Langston, how do you feel about the 0 points for a tie? Do you think that's going to be a factor in this match?
That's definitely going to play a factor. It means you have to finish. It might affect their memo strategies, or at least the amount of aggression that they want to try, if they want to try to use any risky maneuvers in regards to how they go about applying memo, or just buffers. I don't know. We've heard that both of these guys are definitely known for taking risks. With Stanley changing all of his buffers the week before a major competition. And then just taking podium after podium. So they've had risk pay off, and I think the fact that a tie is 0 points is really just going to make sure that every point is hard earned. There's going to be a completion on every point, which is really exciting for us as viewers. That means they got to bring their A game. Otherwise, we might be here for a while.
All right, and we are about to start the very first solve. The competitors are getting ready. As you can see, for this match, it is the first match that we will be having live timer inputs. As you can see on screen, both competitors have their times displayed. Unfortunately, we were not able to work out the technicals to get live discussion with the the cubers, but once we get to 50 solves, we're going to have like an intermission and chat with the cubers then. And then we'll get back and go into the second half of the match. Unfortunately, still a little bit of technical issue, but hopefully we should be able to enjoy some very nice solves here and not have to deal with extremely choppy video on their end. So I instructed Stanley to start the solves now, so hopefully he'll be starting them right now. Thank you so much, Speedy, for the 100 bits for good luck. And it'll be time to start here. Langston, what do you think is going to be the factor here in the early rounds? Because I'm thinking these rounds aren't going to matter too much, but you might have some different ideas.
I think these two guys are going to be filling each other out. I think, whenever you get two heavyweights in the ring with each other, they got to kind of, they might tiptoe around each other a little bit. You're not just going to walk in and try and throw a haymaker. They're definitely going to be trying to get a feel for each other's strategy and definitely gauge the other's aggressiveness. I feel like there's going to be there's a lot of mental games here, like especially with something that is so dependent on one's, mental aptitude / clarity, / ability to remain calm under pressure. And they're going to be applying the pressure on each other with each and every solve. So I don't know. Let's see if we can get some diamonds out of this. It's going to be a high stakes situation, and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes from it.
Yeah, me too. All right. Well, the match will be getting started here as soon as both cubers are ready. They do both look ready. And one little detail, unfortunately, since this was kind of a last minute addition, Tommy was not able to get the equipment for stack mat input directly. But since this is 3 blind and both competitors agreed, we'll just be sticking with spacebar for Tommy. Since it's blind, it's not really going to make huge difference as long as he does clean stops. And both competitors are trusting each other on that. And of course, Stanley will be using stack mat. But yeah, for future matches, we'll be ensuring that both competitors do have the proper equipment. And I know you guys have been asking a lot, when is the Felix versus Team On match? We did just send Team On his equipment, so he will be ready to do live timer input. He just got it yesterday. And we are currently scheduling that match for next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time in the U.S. But that is May 22nd, May 23rd if you're in Australia in the morning. But yeah, we'll be posting a little bit more about that. But yeah, let's get right into the first solves here. When both competitors are ready, you can get going. All right, Stanley's already started here on his first solve.
Since the audio isn't connected to them, I think we're able to.
Oh wow! So Stanley getting a 20. I couldn't see the cube. So Stanley, if you're listening, if you could please show us the solve. Okay, it's a success though, and Tommy's having a lot of trouble on this one, but he didn't start his timer. Yeah, Tommy forgot. He got a DNF. I'll remind him how this works. Okay, yeah, we'll have his timer working on the very next one. So yeah, this is the format. Okay.
All right, Tommy's working out the. Yeah, okay, here he goes.
There he goes on the second solve already. Getting started early here. Oh, looks like a fast memo, 7 seconds. He was not happy with that first solve, but he is flying through the second solve. My goodness. Stanley with a slightly slower memo of 8 seconds. Tommy finishing. Oh no, he got a 19, but he stopped the timer late. Unfortunate. But he might still be able to beat Stanley. Oh, Stanley finished with a 20.61. Oh, and Tommy messed up the timer stop. So Stanley is going to take that one, unfortunately. Tommy's going to have to be more precise with those timer stops. But that might put him on tilt. Who knows? Hopefully he can get the technicals worked out here.
Keyboard did not work in his favor there. That's tough to watch. We've all been there though.
Yeah.
A beautiful solve, a fantastic memo from Tommy, but unfortunately betrayed by his own keyboard. You got to get that spacebar in check, buddy.
Yeah. And that is, of course, why we'll be requiring a stack mat with timer input for all future matches. But this is the first one, so we're still going to allow spacebar just for this one. Okay, looks like Tommy has figured out the technicals. Should be good to go. Stanley here. Okay, 7-second memo. That's a bit like a second faster than last time. He's flying through those edges. Okay, he's having a few lockups, but it's looking good so far.
Ooh,
Not quite sure. Was that? Yeah, that was a success. 20 on the dot. Very nice.
Icy solve from Stanley. Beautiful memo. Beautiful execution.
Yeah, and Tommy looks like he's safetying it a lot here. I mean, he took like a 10-second memo, slowly putting the blindfold over his. Yeah, he's just not gonna have a chance here. He's having trouble with this one.
You know, he might be trying to get a couple completions under his belt.
Yeah.
You know, maybe get comfortable with the situation here.
Yeah, and there's a DNF. Unfortunately, that's going to put Tommy in a 3-0 hole. But, you know, he did win that second one if he had a correct timer stop. So hopefully that bodes well for his future. And it looks like he has worked out how to stop the timer. So we're looking good.
Yeah. We're getting back to the fundamentals here. Timer stops 101. Tommy Cherry is giving us a lesson in the importance of that skill. Oh, and look at Stanley here, just putting on a clinic for us, folks.
Wow, and a 17-second solve with so many lockups. That must have been an easy scramble. Let's see if Tommy can throw down a success on this one. Stanley looked really, really disappointed with that solve. Oh! A 1783, he just misses it. How unfortunate.
Oh, my.
And the difference there was just Tommy taking a little bit longer to do the memo, but his execution was faster than Stanley. Stanley had all those lockups, and you know, they seem to have a pretty similar execution. Just difference was lockups and memo time.
You said something yesterday that was really interesting. We don't get to see a lot of the same solves for elite blind solvers. It's a very small sample size, so seeing what these guys can do with the scramble that is favorable, you know, memo versus execution is going to be really neat throughout this.
Oh wow, Tommy is flying through this one. He gets a 1626, and Stanley did not look happy with his 1755. So glad to see Tommy finally taking one. Yeah, excellent.
Tommy claims his first victory. He's tasted the sweet nectar that is a completion. Let's see if he can ride this wave.
Oh, you guys are right. The statistics are backwards. I will fix that.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you so much.
I'm seeing this group of viewers here. They have keen eyes. That's in their own right.
All right, Tommy taking another one.
I think it's interesting to note that Tommy is donning the white jacket today, just to let people know he is official. Yeah. Just in case people forgot.
Indeed.
Tommy's not to be trifled with. Here comes Stanley. Folks, you may have noticed the black plastic on Stanley's cube. Recently implemented this in order to have more of a stark distinction between white and black than what you would normally see with white and yellow. And he's definitely seen improvement from that. He comes in with an 1846, another close bout, within 1/100th of a second of each other here.
Yeah, this must be a glitch on the website's end because, yeah, the points seem to be glitching a little bit. It was looking good at the start. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Oh my goodness. Okay, I will Okay. Seeing all sorts of different results. Looks like the scores are correct now. Sorry, guys. But wow, Tommy ties up the match with 4 in a row. So Stanley took the first 4, and Tommy's just been throwing down. He beats a 17 with a 15. Let's see if Stanley is going to try and assert dominance here. If Tommy's just going to run away with it. Looks like he's got his mojo back, and he's rolling now.
Much like Austin Powers, he has found his mojo. Tommy with the spiciest solve we've seen today. That 15 was sizzling hot, right off the griddle.
Okay, Stanley with a safe 22. Oh, and Tommy can't remember the memo. Looks like he just has 1 corner cycle, and he can't figure it out. Oh no, maybe 2 corner cycles. He's got 4 unsolved corners as far as I can see. Oh, and he's done. He's gonna try and get a success here just for just to make sure he's. Yeah, okay. Looks like he did figure it out. 39.94.
I like the strategy though. Finishing the solve. Do not DNF it. If you can, finish it because you never know what's going to happen to your opponent. Oops.
Okay, did both solvers DNF there? I'm very confused.
Yeah, this is all happening. These guys are so fast. I mean, just look at this. Just memo after memo, execution after execution, winding speed. Get another 21 from Stanley. Tommy with a 9-second memo. A couple lockups, but he's got a nice flow going here, it looks like. A little uncertainty towards the end there. Hesitation. He doesn't look happy with that result. Shaking his head a little bit. Okay, Stanley preparing for his next memo. The amount of hours just getting prepared for a situation. It's the years of training, the culmination, countless hours with no idea what's happening in front of your face because you have a blindfold on, all coming together today in this magnificent display of mental prowess. That's what we're witnessing here today is truly second to none. This is unprecedented activity that we're seeing. 2 elite blind solvers going toe-to-toe, solve after solve, this big format. Think about all the training that they had to do just to have the stamina to complete this many solves in a row. You know, we were talking about these guys yesterday. They both said that they have done sessions of over 200 blind solves on 3x3 in a row with relative ease. So they're definitely in fighting shape for today. They've been in the gym. They've been conditioned. Really great to see how this is actually playing out in real time. And the 19 from Stanley. Let me take that one. Tommy working through his execution here. Go ahead and note the blindfold on Tommy there. He's got the little anime tears coming off of his eyes there. Little extra style points on the blindfold. He does have a DNF, unfortunately. Now this is going to be important to the game plan here. You can pretty much do a retro on your solve and see where you made a mistake. And stop error that you're looking at on an incompletion. So he's probably reassessing his memo right now and game planning about his next solve. See if it pays off.
Stanley looks very confident on this one. Oh, but it doesn't look like the cube is getting solved at all. Oh, maybe. Okay. Okay. Looked like a really long solution. Maybe everything was unsolved. I don't know. 1894 though. He's gonna take that one.
In our nation's history. Let's see. Here comes Tommy. Those signature blind finger tricks. You gotta love them. With the 1796. People might have been thinking that this was going to be a one-sided bout coming into this match, but those people are going to be sorely disappointed. Tommy has not come to play around. He is not to be trifled with. He is staking his claim. He's not going to go down without a fight. Oh, the 25 from Tommy. He doesn't look very happy about that.
And in the early match, it seems like they're very even. 2 tied DNFs. You know, a lot of back and forth action. We're not really seeing anyone take a lead here. Whoa, Stanley with a 16. But Tommy is flying through his execution at 12 seconds. Looks like he's almost done already. Okay, DNF. Okay, looks like he knew something was messed up there and he just decided to stop. All right, 7-6.
See if Stanley can roll this 16 into something nice. Another. Woo! 16, 17, bingo, bango, bongo. There's a turkey for Stanley. Get your buckles ready, folks. Strap them onto your hat. It's turkey time. We have the 3-bagger.
I don't know what happened there. Tommy seems, he seems to be checking a +2 maybe? It's a losing solve anyways, but 1751 to 1740, close one there.
Extremely close. This is the kind of fight we want to see. Like, these guys are within hundreds of seconds of each other, which might be indicative of the difficulty of that memo, but it really comes down to not only the memo speed, but execution and the ability to avoid those lockups that are inevitably going to happen in a high-pressure situation such as this. Although they might not be playing each other here for official WCA results, they are playing for pride. Honor is on the line. Street cred will be accrued in today's bout, and this is serious business for these two. They're both extremely competitive, and they both have aspirations to perform in this event at the highest level. Stanley, in fact, is plagued. There is a dark cloud hovering over him that he does not have a 3x3 world record in blind, so he's got a chip on his shoulder for that. He's definitely proven himself.
He's one of the most consistent blind solvers in the world. I mean, he's been close so many times. He's been close to the world record mean, the world record single. He's second in the world for best ever single, and I think he's like third for average. He got third at Worlds. He's podiumed at all these major competitions, and he just never managed to get a world record. So I guess, but yeah, here he seems to be taking over in this match. 5 in a row already by Stanley, and he takes a huge lead. Wow.
Stanley is definitely building up some confidence here. I think he's kind of starting to fall into a groove. He's definitely got a rhythm established here. Flowing with a few solves here under 20 seconds, which is really nice to see. He's got aspirations of being globally a 15-second blind solver. He thinks it's possible. He's shooting for the moon, but he's definitely got it within his sights here. So, really nice display here.
Yeah, and Tommy taking that one, oh my goodness, Sorry guys about the statistics. I don't know why they keep changing. We're using new software, so that is something we have to work out. Okay, Stanley just getting a throwaway solve there. Not too happy with that one. Why does it keep switching? What the heck?
Love it. Business up top, shorts down low. Tommy seems to be searching for something here. Oh, the center cap of his red side. Tommy is using the worm. He has not really made any modifications or added any additional lube to his initial setup. He likes the way it feels right now, and he's comfortable with it. And he gets a pop on the centerpiece there, but let's see if Old Faithful pull through for him. I'm going to try and string a couple together with a 6.7 second memo. Super fast. Mamma mia. Here we go again with the 1735. The emphatic.
Okay, looks like Tommy needs to take a short break here.
What do you think, a brief intermission here, or what do you think? A minute? 2 minutes?
Let's see what he's doing.
Oh, looks like he's going into the next solve. Something up for Tommy. We had a 21 coming from Stanley. And Tommy with the 20. Is putting in some work, folks. We have a tie match. 10-10. Might be a little late here. Looking at this scoreboard. It's going to be clutch here to see if Tommy can solve. Yeah, he is able to finish, and he pulls down at 21. It's 23. Adjustments are definitely going to be being made on both sides. It's looking like he's starting to get into a rhythm himself. And then same with the memo. The 7-9 on the memo. Look at those sweet, sweet inflicts, folks. We do have the scoreboard.
The scoreboard? Yeah, we're working on that.
We're just getting buttoned up here, folks. Sit tight. We are doing some adjustment here. A little bit of retooling.
Okay. Luckily, they didn't throw down any insane solves while we weren't watching.
Well, that'll happen.
Yeah, Tommy is on fire. He's won like every single solve. What is going
Tommy's...
on? Yeah, Tommy's actually in the lead 13-10 right now. Sorry about the stats. They we're getting that fix right now.
Stataroonies are flipped here. But yeah, Tommy is cooking with diesel grade gas.
Oh man, and Stanley takes that one. Yeah.
He's looking to reassert his dominance here. He's been in a little bit of a dry spell.
Yeah, and that was an insane streak by Tommy, just to take back all that momentum. And yes, guys, the swap scores, we are aware. We are currently fixing that. It will take a little bit of time.
Well, that's just a little mental exercise for you at home, just to keep.
Yes, exactly.
Just making sure you're paying attention here. So keep your seatbelt buckle on. We ask you to keep your hands and belongings inside the vehicle at all times. We do expect running into some rough air today. Things are going to get bumpy. Just sit back, relax, and let us do the heavy lifting. Speaking of heavy lifting here, we do have a DNF from Tommy, unfortunately. Looks like he had two or three corners out of place there. Looks like he's doing his post-mortem there. All right, it's going into the scramble. We got the memo coming in from Stanley. That black plastic is a thing of beauty to behold. Let me tell you what. It's like a black pearl, like a diamond in the rough. The reflection, the stark contrast is undeniably enthralling. Tommy trying something else. He's got his head tilted towards the ceiling. I think his blindfold is having trouble with his memo there. He does finish this off for 24. Wow, and he pulls it out. Amazing.
Yeah, and Tommy takes a 14-12 lead. Sorry again about those the scores being swapped. Fortunately, that is a technical thing that will be... Oh, a DNF. Okay, well, that's a tie match then. So it looks like Tommy's rolling with a lot of DNFs here, 3 in a row.
Yeah. He's going into a little drought of his own. But maybe he's just building the suspense. Perhaps he's going to get a comeback train rolling down the tracks soon here. Obviously, got to give a big thanks to the mods today. Thanks for keeping everything tidy, and clean. You got to give some props to Laser. This dude is literally like a master conductor here, the way this symphony is coming together. So many moving parts. Such a joy to watch here. Folks, I hope you are enjoying this spicy
Stanley is taking a huge lead right now.
Stanley's turning up the heaters, turning up the burners.
It sounds like we've resolved the problem. Just give it one moment, guys. Okay, should be good now. Sorry guys for the lackluster commentary. Been dealing with the technicals. Don't have a producer. But if you guys donate, I might be able to get one. Anyways, back to the commentary. Tie game. Somebody's saying Stanley best blind solver. Yeah, well, if you think overall is definitely the best, but in this kind of format, it might not be the case.
The stakes are a lot different here. You know, you imagine training for one style of competition, you know, your entire career, and all of a sudden you get thrown into this wild card match. Things are definitely going to get switched up. Strategies are going to be changed on the fly. There's a lot of stuff that can happen here with this amount of solves happening back to back to back to back like this.
Yeah, and we are not seeing like crazy solves from Stanley, just like normal, solid, fast solves, and they seem to be enough. Taking all these solves against Tommy. Tommy keeps getting DNFs. You even sent me a chat asking if there's a shortcut to enter DNFs faster. I don't know if that's going to affect his mindset at all, but yeah.
I think he's going to take the next solve up approach here. And there he goes with a 20. So restaked here. He's really not that far behind. He had a really nice hot streak earlier, so He's able to sort of ride that wave. Similar to my GPA in college, started off really strong and then kind of just posted my way to graduation there. Tommy seems to be employing a similar strategy. Got off to a hot start, took a couple of lumps, and then he comes back for the 20. Stanley's execution here is looking nice. Oh, but he gets the D now.
Sorry guys, we're still having technical issues with the sorting.
Who is this Wyatt? Who's the guy with the hat on? I'm Langston. Nice to meet you. Welcome aboard the SS Dojo. This fight.
Yes, this is Langston here. As you can see, we have some famous pictures to commemorate our cubers. Tommy's back on the grind.
He's got his whetstone out and he's grinding. Oh, beautiful. Scraps there, laser. It looks like he might have been. He was a little bit out of frame. Here we go. Back in the mix.
Okay, it looks like Tommy's having some internet issues. We'll be getting some slideshow solve here.
It was 17:42. I think this might hold water here for Stanley.
Yeah, it looks like Tommy didn't get his memo done very quickly there. Oh wait, hold up. Okay.
You did have the quick timer stop there, which is what you want to see. Boom, catches for scalpel. That is a great command. Scalpel. Executing solid nicely. We've got Tommy rolling into this one. 17:85. Back to back. 7 tizzles. And then, yeah, Tommy with a 19:27. Another nice solve for Tommy. Still sub 20, but not able to pull out the victory there. Stanley working on his memo. Within his mind palace. Sorting out those rooms. Get your rooms in order. The blind solvers are coming. And they are not taking names. We got a 21 from Stanley. Let's see if that's indicative of a difficult solve. Looks like, yep. Looks like Tommy's also having some difficulty with this one. And the 24 from Tommy. We got some wild commentary coming in from Langston. Laser, folks, if you're wondering, you want to hear from Laser. Everybody wants to hear from the man himself, from the wizard, from the pew-pew monkey. But he is currently working out a variety of channels that are coming in order to provide you with this sweet content. Tommy shaking his head.
Man, Stanley threw the cube down there. He was not happy at all. My goodness, I have not seen such frustration from from Stanley. Tommy can take this one. Oh, wait a second. He is really struggling. And okay, but double DNF. And double DNFs are worth 0 in this match, so, I mean, if you're ahead and you just want to take double DNFs, sorry, it's not going to work. You're going to have to win some solves.
Stanley slapped that cube like it owed him money. That was a smackdown. That cube might have to go to counseling after that one. See if we can recover. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Looked like he was farther along than he was there. And obviously the DNF. That's back-to-back for Stanley on the DNF. Let's see if Tommy can clean something up here and pull this out. His memo is around 8 seconds, but all he has to do is get a completion here. Let's see if he can ride the wave and get another one in the bus.
Langston, we are getting a lot of background noise on your mic, so I don't know if you can resolve that.
Any better?
No, yeah, maybe bring your mic a lot closer. I don't know. Oh, there we go. It's the floaty mic.
This mic stand is fashioned from a paper towel holder with a piece of construction paper around it. Yeah. So, super high level baller status equipment here on my end. Hopefully that is clear. Less background noise coming in for you there, but you might have to make some adjustments on the fly to the audio.
Yeah, it sounds like mic's broke. Sounds like it's just coming out of your computer. I don't know. Yeah. Sub world record for Tommy. Yes, indeed. And 16 to 18 right now. Stanley does have the lead. Oh, and Tommy seems okay. He's setting the cube down. He could still win. Oh, and just barely he takes it. What a clutch finish.
Hitting a beauty from Tommy. Checkered flags for Tommy there. Let me check the settings on this one. Thoughts on that, Laser?
Oh, there we go. Hey, Langston. Okay.
Wow, Tommy, bringing some action together here. Riding the wave, building that momentum. And he does get jammed up here. But he's going to try and finish the memo for the 29.
Somebody's saying great audio now. Thank you. Okay, good to hear. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Clearly we have lots of problems. Unfortunately, we managed to test a lot of the things, but a lot of the other things are just unpredictable, so there you go. And of course, Langston is a full-time professional, so he was not available right before the stream, so we're doing our best. Okay, Stanley with a 16. Very nice. I mean, Tommy's been throwing down some sub-16s. I think he already has 2 15-second solves. Stanley doesn't even have 1. And that's world record level solving, so Tommy clearly performing well at times, but not consistent enough right now. He's behind by 3 in this match.
And he's got his sleeves rolled up. Let's see if there's any more magic up them.
Yeah, and you know, the white jacket strats, it's interesting, you know, Stanley going, he's indoors, right? So maybe his room's pretty hot. He doesn't need the jacket, but Tommy's maybe a little bit colder. It just needs the swag. I don't know what his strategy is, but whatever he's thinking, it seems to be working out for him well sometimes, and other times not at all.
Yeah, I think it's important to flex a little bit. I mean, you gotta come out with your plumage prepared to stunt on the competition. Let them know that you mean business and that you're cooking with gas. Oh, and we got Laser pulling out the white jacket as well. It's time for him to flex. For those of you who do not have a white jacket, which would be like, 99.9% of us, just go ahead and put on your favorite piece of cubing apparel. As you can see here, I am wearing this minty, this fresh Rubik's hoodie that was made with a partnership from Puma. And check out the back. We got the color blocking here, folks. Do what you can. You can't all flex with the white jacket, but you can still cook with gas. All right, let's get back into these solves. Tommy's shaking his head here. Definitely disappointed.
And Stanley took that with like a .05 margin. Both solvers not solving so well on that one. Maybe it was a hard scramble, but Stanley, I think he got a little bit lucky there, honestly. And a match this close, blind, it could come down to like a few hundredths of a second difference on a few solves, and that's pretty crazy.
I think it could come down, and it already has come down. I think we're going to continue to see that.
Oh, and Stanley forgetting his last few corners there.
These two are really evenly matched, and it's definitely showing. This is really anybody's match.
In a double DNF there, both competitors having a hard time remembering the solution, and, no points scored.
You have to earn every single victory in this format. And it is challenging and taxing, but probably slightly reassuring to see that your opponent also had trouble with that solve, so maybe it takes a little bit of the pressure off.
Yeah, so can Cole saying .05 is basically a nod don versus regular don difference. Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with the nod don technique, it does seem like Stanley is using the nod don and Tommy isn't, and that was the difference there. So there you go.
Tommy with the 30 and the DNF, it looks like. Stanley going into his memo here. Stanley may not have brought his jacket out, but he did flex with his black plastic, letting you know if you want to be the best, you better get that black plastic ready. There's going to be a lot more kids in competition with black plastic after this, let me tell you what. And he is having some difficulty, but he recovers.
Okay. DNF there, off by a corner cycle again. He keeps forgetting one of those cycles. Okay. Oh my goodness, he got a 15 there with a +2. That is mega unfortunate. Whew.
Heat rock, but and unfortunately...
That's Tommy's third sub 16. I mean, okay, it was a +2, but I mean, he's bringing it right now. Oh, and sorry guys, the scores are switched again. We are trying to figure out how to fix that right now.
Folks, the tension here is literally palpable. It is permeating its way through the interwebs into your homes.
And Stanley getting his first sub 16.
Stanley coming in with
Tommy got a 1591. Oh my goodness, both competitors with a sub 16. That must have been a good scramble. And
double sub 16s.
My goodness.
That's what people came to see.
Stanley
They're really putting on a show for us today.
Yeah, for sure. And Stanley taking a pretty big lead already. 5 points. That could prove decisive as we continue in this match.
We have from Harsher Fire, Stanley, Dad, you better win. It's the Nod Don. Interesting to see how most of the technique in this comes down to who can construct a better target solution. Spoken like a true wizard of blind yourself there, Speedy. Excellent introspection from you there. And a 19, but he gets the completion. Tommy, he struggles there at the end.
Yeah, and I guess they're pushing each other, and they just keep having trouble remembering that last cycle. It's on those corners. Tommy does solve edges and then corners, and I think Stanley does too. So I guess they're both having trouble retaining their memo long enough.
Yeah, Tommy was saying that he uses audio cues for his edges, and then moves into his corners normally, so he can slam out his edges with lightning speed, which we've seen him do on a few of these solves.
for sure. Oh, it looks like there was maybe a twisted corner in this scramble. Not quite sure. But Stanley struggling a little bit with it. Getting a DNF there.
Oh, DNF. Yep, brutal. And folks, there you go. The scores are swapped back. Everything is in proper order now.
Sorry about the slight technical issues there. Like Taz said, I forgot to add an audio source to this. We literally added this scene like 3 minutes before the stream started, just because, you know, we were having some technical issues. But now we should be able to get started here. First of all, you guys can hear us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Stanley, how are you feeling about the early match?
So overall, also since, I mean, we've already done these scrambles, I can discuss them. The 2 consecutive 8-outers so early on threw me for a gigantic loop, and it made me nervous for about, like, it probably increased my nerves significantly for about 20 solves. It was pretty crazy. But overall, I feel like I was able to regain myself pretty well. And I've been solving pretty decently on a lot, and I've gotten like a lot of 17 on 10 and like 16 on 9 recently, which is very good. So happy with how I'm solving now, but those early scrambles were quite something.
Yeah, and Tommy, how are you feeling about what's going on right now?
Not feeling too good so far. Like, I'd say I was off to a pretty solid start after maybe like 15 or 20 solves or so. Then Stanley started pulling ahead, so I definitely need to up my game for the second half. But I think it's very possible that I could make a comeback. I just need to really get in the zone. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, about the... Okay, well... Yeah, sorry guys, literally like some plugins just simply weren't working today. So nothing I can do about it. So try and figure it out for next time. But yeah, we're those were the cubers.
Yeah, it seems like they're both feeling pretty confident,
Yeah, for sure.
which is good. I think they're going to try to keep that momentum rolling into the next rounds. It looks like we've lost my video.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry it wasn't working. You know, normally if my plugins were working properly, it would be no problem with the technicals, but yeah, it didn't work out. So there we go. Last minute scene. Didn't really have time to figure anything else out.
Trenton Nelson, thanks for the bits, man. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, and it does look like both cubers are getting set here again. We'll transition to the fun screen with our two commentators here. We have reached the halfway point in the match. So we are going to take a very short break, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes here, and we'll get started with the second half of the match. See you guys soon. Okay, we are back with the match. Stanley with a 26-18 lead here. Yeah. We are going to get started here. If Stanley can just go on a roll here, continue his streak, he's just going to take this match quickly, but if he can't, then
Stanley's game plan here is to essentially make like sushi and roll. He's going to try to keep this victory, this momentum, this inertia cooking into the next round here. And it looks like both guys are ready. All right, Tommy's getting started. Stanley is typing something in the chat.
Okay, Tommy's already started. I don't know what Stanley's waiting for. Wow, Trademark Huber, thank you so much for the 250 bits and, of course, the Tier 1 sub 2 minutes ago. Appreciate the support.
Yo, Trademark with the biddies. Look out.
Okay. Tommy
Make
with
like
19.
sushi.
I don't know if Tommy DNF that solve. It doesn't look like his time is coming through.
Yeah, it looked like
maybe he was doing a practice solve actually. Okay.
Okay, we got Stanley cooking on this one.
Okay, these two solves came through. It's a pretty big delay, though. Well, at least we can see the times live. That is a new feature, so we will be able to follow the videos even if the software isn't working. Okay, and Tommy getting a 1758 DNF.
Oh, that's painful to see. He's kind of got himself into a bit of a slump here.
And Stanley with 7 in a row, completely taking over this match. He's got an 11-point lead in here, and if Tommy doesn't start to make some moves, it's going to be over for him.
Yeah, it looks like Stanley is amassing a significant lead, and it's going to be really difficult for Tommy to dig out if he doesn't start making something happen here. I mean, we're really just seeing Stanley's signature consistency on display here.
Yeah, guys, Tommy's video is extremely delayed because his internet is very bad. But there's nothing we can really do about that. I mean, I guess we could try and video call him, but then the internet would be even worse. So, you know, we're just going with the delay. And Stanley, 8 in a row? Like, he's 20 away from winning this match, and Tommy needs to pick it up.
Yeah, Stanley's starting to back Tommy up on the ropes here. He's starting to hit him with some body shots. You can see the fatigue really starting to set in for Tommy. Let's see if his conditioning pays off. Oh, boy, another mental blow. He has to take the DNF. Stanley rolls another one. Folks, if you're wondering, the name of the statue that is in the iconic Chapel T photo is called the Redeemer. And he is redeeming some solves back to back to back to back to back here, all over Tommy. It is heinous. He is pulling 0 punches. The jets are fully fired up. He's about to exit the atmosphere and go into an entire new echelon if Tommy can't pull something out.
Yeah, and he's really just taking off here. I mean, nothing can stop him. Oh, except Tommy 17 taking the streak away.
Stanley
Stanley had a huge streak there, and Stanley had a huge streak, and Tommy was like, "Okay, dude, I just got to get one here, and one at a time." He's put himself in a huge deficit now, and he's just rolling. I mean, he's not even waiting. He's not waiting around. He's just going to start going.
Tommy's trying to get these burners fired up again.
Oh, wow. And
Just,
it looks like
imagine-
both videos are extremely delayed, guys. I will try and fix that.
While you're working on that, just imagine Anakin in episode 1 getting those burners to come back on. I feel like Tommy's got the potential. I feel like the force is strong with Tommy, and he can get these jets cooking again. He might be able to catch up. But Stanley is not an easy target. The winner is decided by who has the fastest time per round. The winner will have 51 points. The question in the chat. I believe the format of the competition is a command. I might be wrong here,
I
but
can also just show it on stream briefly here. This is the
yeah,
format.
we can take a quick moment to show you the format.
And we're right back to the solves. Tommy's already going. Okay, the streams are extremely delayed. Really nothing I can do about that. Looks like we are going to be getting spoilers here.
Oops. So the audio, are we slightly ahead? Do we need to pare things back a little bit here or what?
No, they can see what we see. It's just
Okay.
the times coming in from the website are like ahead of the streams.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Bummer.
we're getting spoilers.
the question is, are these spoilers street legal? Are they also coming with the neon underglow on these Fast and Furious solves? We've got Vin Diesel.
Oh, I just
And
noticed that
The Rock.
Stanley just did like some massive color correction on his video. What a pro! He managed to
Oh,
get his exposure worked out.
It
Very
looks
impressive.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Stanley the Manly.
He's just taken
With the
over
adjustment.
33 to 20. He, I mean, about like 15 solves ago, we were looking at a close match, and Stanley had enough. He's getting an easy win here as far as it looks. So
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Tommy. He's got the white jacket. He might have to pull out the white flag soon.
yeah.
Maybe try to settle for the parlay, but man. Stanley mentioned what he thought a completely dominant competition would be, and he's approaching that dominance as we speak with little to no speed bumps in his way. He is clearing a path, cutting through these solves like a hot knife through butter. Like a lawnmower through morning dew. Here he goes with his next solve. We got some love for Tommy in the chat. He's not done yet. We've seen he's pulled out more 15s today. He's got some sauce. It's consistency that's really hurting him here.
Yeah, and he seems to be struggling with successes. I mean, he's keeps forgetting to solve the cube, and that's the simplest. Well, simple is a bit of a stretch, but that's the primary focus of what's going on.
There's absolutely nothing simple about what's happening here today, by any stretch of the imagination.
And Scalpel is just taking a huge lead here.
Scalpel with that surgical precision.
It doesn't even seem to be close anymore.
15-point lead is all too telling of the consistency of Scalpel. Getting some love for Tommy. Tommy with the 19. Look out. Here we go. We got some hot sauce coming in from Tommy. Very good. We're getting some love in the chat all around. Oh, nice command there, Laser. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what we got here. Stanley with another spicy meatball, but Tommy coming in with a 1788. Look out, folks. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Tommy has still got life in him yet. Like Frankenstein's monster, he has been reinvigorated with a surge of electrical precision. Let's see if he can establish a little bit of that magic we saw earlier on in the match. He's coming out with the memo. You can see the intensity. Blindfold drops around 8 seconds. I'm sure people are wondering, is it a disadvantage for him not to use the head nod? I don't know. He hasn't adapted it. There he goes with an 1899, and Stanley just putting the kibosh on that momentum right there with a 16. Hit him with the Honda size slap right there. Put him back in his place.
Yeah, and we're starting to get to the end of the match. If Tommy doesn't go on a huge streak here, he's just done.
Tommy's got to make like Forrest Gump and go on a huge run. Otherwise,
run, Forrest, run.
Run, Tommy. These
no.
are not like a box of chocolates right now.
It looks like he's going to be running away unless he can salvage a success here.
You hate to see it happen to a nice kid like Tommy, but I mean, he's pretty much got him in the rear naked choke right now, and Tommy's going to be tapping out.
Oh, and Tommy clutches out a success with a 37, taking it against a DNF, showing this real strategy and the focus here. He was not going to DNF that solve, and that could prove to be a momentum shifter. I mean, that is, I think, the first solve we've seen that you know, like winning with a time over 21 seconds or something like that. So, you know, it could be a strategy. W's a W for sure.
He's looking like George. He gets the W. It wasn't the prettiest one, but a W nonetheless. He's going to try to roll this. Stanley's going to have none of that. Ooh, Stanley having some difficulty. Oh, and he has to DNF. Let's see if Tommy can finish it again with the double. With the double.
Focus.
Oh, my.
Come on, Tommy, focus.
See, Tommy doesn't know that his opponent.
Oh, and he got it!
And
he got it
out.
With the 23. He's coming back. He's coming back.
With the emphatic finish.
He's got 4 out of the last 5. After all those DNFs, he's coming back with some successes. He's realized he needs to get that memo locked down. He needs to get those executions correct, and you know, he could have a chance if Stanley keeps DNFing.
Get your skillets out, folks, because you're cooking with Chef Tommy. He's flipping them.
Well, looks like Stanley with a really, really long solution here. Okay, but he's good. He's good. Oh, are you serious? Stanley winning by .01. Are you kidding me?
Tommy's checking into the Heartbreak Hotel with that one.
Oh my goodness, and that might do it for Tommy. I mean, how do you come back from losing by .0? Okay, it was a DNF.
Okay.
Man, that would have hurt if it was a success.
Oh my god, it still hurts, but man. Woof burgers for Tommy. Oh, let's see if he can finish here. Let's see if he can pull another one out. Come on, Tommy.
Okay, he's got a lot of corners to go, and it doesn't look like he's in the right spot in his execution to have this many corners left. Yeah, it looks like he forgot a cycle.
It must have been a tough scramble.
Yeah, Stanley just gave up like at the very beginning of the solve. He was not having that scramble.
Stanley's got a comfortable lead. He can kind of sit back and just pat himself here. He doesn't really have much to be stressed out about.
Yeah, for sure.
All he has to do is stay the course. He can put this car in cruise control and just take us all the way home. Take your foot off the gas.
What is Tommy doing? Tommy's doing a sighted solve. Forgot the blindfolded part of this event. Okay, it looks like he misscrambled or something. I don't know. Okay, Stanley with a 19. Okay. Tommy looks like he's on decent pace here.
See what Tommy can do.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be close. It's going to be really close. No.
Oh, won the DNF.
And he looked like he was coming in to take the win, but looks like he just messed up a little bit on that memo. 3 DNFs in a row. You know what? If you don't solve the cube, you don't have a chance to win. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the strategy is going to be for Tommy here. I mean, obviously that's his decision. Oh, and he's taken off the white jacket. The gloves are off, and he's getting serious now.
He's airing it out, folks. Let's see what we can do. Thanks for the love, Spira. Appreciate it.
All right, to 21.
Oh,
That looks like a
Chapel.
solid solve by Stanley Chapel.
Oh, Tommy.
Tommy. DNFing again.
It
Rough.
is hard, folks. You can't look away from this wreckage, but somebody's got to go in there and get the black box. What is happening? The wheels are literally falling off here for Tommy. It's painful to see. It's happened to all of us. We've all been there. Let's see if he can reconstitute himself, fortify his nerves, and pull out some of that secret signature Tommy Cherry sauce. We know Stanley's going to have some consistency. Oh, Stanley gets... All right. If Tommy can finish this, he might be able to pull down a win. Oh, man. You know, the fatigue might be setting in here. We have a double DNF there. Another
Stanley.
0-point situation.
Stanley is a big grinder. He does streams like every day, and he does a lot of long sessions, 4 blind, 5 blind, multi-blind. So maybe he's got a little bit less fatigue here, more stamina than Tommy. That could be playing a role, but Tommy, of course, also doing all those big blind things. So who knows?
We do have the added stress of this happening live on the interwebs. That might be adding, to the mental toll that these guys are dealing with, knowing that.
Stanley's a much more experienced streamer than Tommy. I mean, these guys both stream on Twitch, but oh wow, and Tommy, wow, Tommy trying to come back, but might just be a little bit too late.
Never count them out. It's never too late to get triple cherries when you're playing on the slots. Tommy might still have some life in him yet. Let's see what we can do here. He's working on this memo. Stanley with about a 9-second memo. Tommy with about an 8-second memo there. 8.7 it looked like. I gotta say the real-time clock action here is fantastic to see. I'm sure the fans are loving it. Big shout out to Laser for getting that hardware in place. With the 21 from Tommy, he's turning the burners back on, folks.
Okay.
The jacket
I mean, you
has
can
come
see
off.
it. He's looking like hopeful. He's praying. He's really hoping here that he can get some momentum. 2 in a row. He's taking some deep
praying
breaths.
to the blind God.
Please bless
see if
Tommy
he
with
can
some good solves.
Get some completions from on high here. Here we are. Stanley pulling it together. We get the completion from Stanley for a 22 and a 19. That is 3 in a row for Tommy. Tommy is on a roll.
He's starting to
making
close
lettuce
the
and
gap.
rolling.
Yeah, he's trying to close the gap a little bit here.
It's a big gap. He's going to have some Evel Knievel-esque stunting here to close a gap of this size, but I believe he's put on the red cape and he's about to make the jump. Grand Canyon, here we come. Tommy Cherry's heating up. Tommy's got something special here. Oh, unfortunately, the DNF there and a completion from Stanley. He's really crystallizing his lead here, folks.
Yeah, and the thing is, Tommy, he can't just throw down 23-second solves safety. He needs to go for it. And, you know, Stanley is going to throw down those 19s, so that's the mark you got to beat.
It's hard to safety against one of the world's premier solvers. I mean, you got to bring that spicy sauce every time.
Stanley's execution is looking fantastic. A 17. Wow. Very nice solve. And Tommy with a 16, saying it's not over yet.
Give me a McNasty with extra cheese, Tommy, with the Big Mac solve right there. Look out. Let me get some fries and a shake with that one, Tommy. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go with the memo. Stanley with a 7-second memo. That's a solid memo. Let's see what he can do with the execution. 10-second memo. So slower memo from Tommy here. He might be playing it safe. It might have been a difficult one. Oh, and we get a little lag from Tommy. Let's see what happens here. The clock is still in real time, so that's good. Oh, beautiful. So he pulls down the 1761. This is the joy of having the real-time clock, folks. No matter what happens, we can still see the time, which is going to be key to determining victory here. So Tommy with another one.
It looks like Stanley's already started on the next solve. But Tommy taking a little bit of a chill. Okay, now he's got the next scramble. He's going.
He's going to try to roll this momentum. I don't blame him. He's collecting his thoughts here.
Okay, and Stanley with an 18, even with the lockups, still dominating. That's going to be hard to beat. We'll see how Tommy can do here.
Seeing what he can pull together. Stanley waiting in anticipation.
Wow.
Whoa, mamma mia. Here we go again. Tommy.
Clutching it out. He's only 10 behind now, 4-3.
We've seen him go on a roll. It is not completely out of his wheelhouse to put together a really nice combo here. Much like in many of the fighting games we love, he has taken enough hits to accumulate a super. He might be able to throw something down here. Hit Mr. Chapel with the signature. Sure you can. Uh-oh. You got the 21.
No.
Oh, and
looks like
Stanley.
it was a really long solution, and Stanley just faster.
Must have been a lot of pieces mixed up on that one. Nothing really in place. We aren't really seeing these two guys get anything above 20 that consistently. So that must have been a tough solve. The chat saying, what are these analogies? Get this guy out of here. Unfortunately, you are stuck with us for the remainder of this bout. So I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, get yourself a nice cold glass of chocolate milk, because we still got a bout. Tommy is not done yet, as he proves there with the 1866 signature slap from Tommy. He's establishing the jab here. He's just building up the momentum, working on his footwork, bobbing and weaving. He's going to try and throw down a haymaker here. He is only down by 10 points. He was down by as many as 15 at one point. He is slowly rebuilding his territory here. He's going to be risking it for the biscuits right now. Here he comes with an 8.7-second memo. Obviously, Stanley is extremely consistent, and because of that, relentlessly difficult to best in a situation such as this. And we are witnessing a little lag, but don't worry, you can still see the times coming in real time. Stanley slapping with the 21. Let's see if Tommy can finish this solve. He's taking a moment to recall here, and he has to DNF it. Brutal to see, right when he was really getting something going there. Stanley getting into the memo here. Tommy's still cleaning up his last solve. Stanley with a 7-second memo. He's throwing down some heat here. Let's see if he can execute. Oh, he's getting some lockups. Those finger tricks are just a thing of beauty. And he gets the DNF. So if Tommy can finish this, he also takes a 7-second memo. The other thing is these guys don't know what the other guy is doing. So they're just kind of playing this on oh my goodness, and double DNF, 0 points across the board. Whew. You have to earn every single victory here, folks. There are no freebies given. There are no ties. You have to make like little CC on a Drake beat and let it slap with the bass if you want to take these points. Double DNFs. Yep. We don't want to see those, but it happens. Some of these scrambles have proven to be pretty difficult. Stanley taking his time here. Oh, beautiful save there. He recalls his memo and finishes with some strength. Tommy, the frustration, you can literally feel it seeping through this internet. No matter how choppy it gets, the frustration is real. And Tommy may have gotten yeeted here. He's coming back. Taking a moment to reload the stream. And it looks like Tommy, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh dear. I think he hit his computer and just like killed his whole stream, so
yeah, he hit his computer with the slap chop maneuver, and it just turned it into a baby Bjork.
Yeah, it bowed out. So yeah, I'm not gonna restream this frustration. Chill out, and maybe we'll start working again.
Oh man. And folks, if you're wondering why Laser might not be talking as much, it's because he is orchestrating behind the scenes. You can't see. I can see what he's doing here. This is literally a feat to behold. The number of moving parts that are working here. It's like the inside of a combustion engine, the way these pistons are firing off. And we got my man here making adjustments on the fly. So show some love to the boy Laser. And make sure you thank him and tell your friends for this extra spicy content that you received today for free on the Twitch. Don't forget to subscribe to my man. Show him some love. Does not take any small amount of effort to cook up a tasty dish like this. And we are taking a break and waiting for Tommy to come back. You're welcome to chat amongst yourselves. If you have any questions for us, we will be happy to answer those at this time.
Yeah, it looks like Tommy's internet is gone, so
Tommy's internet definitely took a huge dirt nap on this one. Folks, we have had no small amount of technical difficulties. The attempt on this stream has left us scarred, but I'll tell you what, our resolve has never been stronger, in the words of the Emperor, and we're coming back at you with unlimited power. These solves are going to be finished. We are going to finish today. Just bear with us as we get the local internet provider out to Tommy's house to get this kid wired up with some fiber. Tommy also streams, folks, so be sure to check him out. And of course, the man himself, Scalpel, with that surgical precision. You can see him pretty much every day grinding like a boss. If you want to be a boss, you got to grind. And Stanley is a great example of that. But he also has a great work-life balance between his cubing career. He had some really great advice yesterday during the pre-chat interview to make sure that you get regular life done, whether that means that, you got to read a book. Well, you read 36 pages every day. You do X number of portions of a percentage of the project within the day, and then you go back to cubing. That's how he's experienced so much success in cubing and also in life as well. We're looking at a world-class violinist here with a double major in computer science and performance violin, which is also an extremely competitive field. He's probably top 20 in a pool of 4,000. So the kid is well-rounded all around, and you got to have respect for somebody who puts that much effort into the game, like we're seeing from Stanley here. Tazlin, yo, with the tier 1 sub. Show some love to the homie Taz, everybody.
Wow, thank you so much for subbing with Prime and gifting a sub to the Cuber Who Cubes. Thank you so much, Taz. Wow, and gifting another sub to MC Mitchell. Thank you so much for all the gift subs. We're still waiting on Tommy's internet to work, so we're just going to chill out here with Langston. And, we do have some really nice graphics here for you guys so you can enjoy the Redeemer pose by Stanley Chapel himself.
You've seen it in many movies. That opening shot in Brazil.
Wow, and Taz gifting another sub to DizFam. Thank you so much for 3 gifted subs, Tazlin.
Uh-oh, Taz is on fire. I think he wants to go toe-to-toe with me.
Yeah, he's trying to get up to Langston's gift sub mark.
Uh-oh. I think he's trying to get a hype train started here, folks. I think we're going to have to let him do it. If I can get this freaking... Here we go. Let me get this tablet to work.
Scalpel saying the official statement from Tommy, his laptop fell off his desk.
Oh, no.
He'll be back whenever he can get his laptop back on there and set up. Thank you so much, Speedy, for the 100 bits, getting the hype train going. Oh, my goodness. Tazlin, thank you so much for the gifted tier 1 sub to Brian. So we are...
Laser,
Yeah?
I don't know if you're familiar with these 2 guys that are showing the love here today, but they are 2 staples in the Cuban community on Twitch.
Yeah.
A couple of straight shooters.
Tazlin and Speedy Octahedron, you know, both streamers. Thanks for the bits, Cuber Cubes. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Yes. Okay,
the path of the
and
dark
it does.
side.
Tommy is saying that when his computer fell off his desk, everything disconnected, so he will have to reconnect everything, and get this stream up going for you guys. So I guess we'll be back within 5 to 10 minutes here. But yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna keep this hype train going, dudes. Buckle up.
We will be right back in about 5 to 10 minutes whenever Tommy's internet is working again. See you guys in a bit. All right, we're back. It looks like, oh my goodness, Speedy gifting a sub to 15S Griggs. That's Stephen Griggs. And Chambers, thank you so much, everyone. The hype train is 100%. I think you guys get some special emotes for completing the hype train. So thank you so much to Taz. Langston gifted 5 tier 1 subs when we were off. And, you know, Speedy with more tier 1 subs. Oh, Taz gifting the tier 1 sub to Chambers. Speedy with the tier 1 sub to Griggs. Oh my goodness. And yeah, you guys get a lot of emotes there, I think. And it does look like Tommy has gotten his internet back, but I'll transition to it here for a moment. You can see he's still struggling with the technicals, so he'll get these things worked out, and we'll be back on in just a minute here.
Oh, Tommy. Sweet, sweet Tommy.
Oh my goodness, and we're on a level 4 hype train. Thank you so much for all the support, everyone. We hope you're enjoying the stream despite the technical difficulties.
I've said it once before and I'll say it again. It only takes a spark, folks. Support local cubing art. This is as local as it gets. There are no comps you can go to. This is the hot content you've been starved for throughout this quarantine crisis. So go ahead and show some love to your homie, to your big homie Laser, the OG of Twitch streaming as far as I'm concerned when it comes to cubing. He comes in with a super crispy rig. He recently upgraded to 1080p 60 FPS. Let's not forget his Tetris game as well. he's taught a lot of us cubers about Tetris. I didn't know
Mike's
jack
nice.
about that.
I saw you hanging out in Sharky's stream the other day, watching some Tetris. Can you tell us anything about that?
I'm hooked on it. Sharky, I don't know if you know who that guy is, but his commentary is also inspirational. I love that dude. He's a young kid. He's got family. He's extremely relatable. And yeah, I've seen him. I went back and rewatched some of your matches that Sharky was working on, and yeah, definitely fun. I think my favorite Tetris lingo that I picked up since stepping into the Tetris world is dirty. The dirty Tetris.
Dirty Tetris for the laser monkey.
Dirty. Oh my god. I like my Tetrises the way I like my birds. Dirty. Dirty, filthy Tetris. Underneath the bridge. Cuber who cubes with the 1 biddy. Thanks for the biddy. All those biddies add up. Appreciate it.
And Taz with a 200. Really throw in some support.
Dude, this hype train is freaking gnarly right now. People are hyped, guys. Seriously, this wave is rolling. Appreciate it, dudes.
Okay, sorry for getting hyped there with the dirty Tetris. I was a bit too close to my mic. Sorry about that, guys.
Thanks for the kind words, Rav. Appreciate it. God bless you. God bless you, my son.
Okay, Tommy looks like he's trying to adjust the colors on his stream.
I don't know if this is helping Stanley or hurting him. Maybe it's a tactic that Tommy decided to pull out.
Yeah, and,
hit him with the Dennis Rodman. We're gonna make him wait. The bus waits for Tommy Cherry. We're not leaving without him. His colors are a little borked, but it looks like he went back to the 70s with the sepia filter there. Is that an F? Stanley with the he just flexed on us. He just did the T-pose.
He's throwing up the F.
He's stronger than ever, and he's still got a sense of humor. He's ready to put Tommy to bed. Tommy, keep that blindfold because it's gonna be night. Oh wow, what is going on? It's like Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat here. No, there's the F. Yep.
Yeah, maybe some white balance setting. Really, looks like he's on the sun. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much, guys. Everyone got level 3 hype train emotes. This is very hype. 13 subs. 13 subs and 304 bits. Thank you so much for all the support. Helping us, we do try and get our Cubers equipment, like we used your funds to get Timon set up for this upcoming Felix match with some nice stuff. So we're trying our best here, trying to up the quality, up the production, and all your support definitely helps a lot.
I think we may be missing out on a golden opportunity here to plug this match between Felix and Timon. I mean, what kind of bout are we looking to expect here? I mean, these are two of my favorite cubers on the planet. Obviously, the man himself, Felix, the golden boy of cubing, the thunder from down under.
Yeah, and Timon just sent me a message saying, OMG, this commentator is amazing. He's ready. He's excited for it. Yeah.
You like that, Timon? Well, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get to come back. We'll see. Timon, the Polish Wunderchild, the Wonder Boy himself, the Wonderkind, throwing down some nasty fives. He's known for his pseudo slots. Timon, the pseudo sock kid.
Okay, yeah. Tommy can't get his video working. We might just have to start. I don't know, man. Are you guys okay with seeing Tommy on the sun? I mean, we can kind of still see what's going on. I don't know.
Tommy literally sent his computer back to the 70s when he slapped it. That was a Doc Martin level slap.
For sure.
Only Marty McFly can fix the color filtering on this video right now, and I don't think he's going to be in the chat tonight. So, shout out to Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, and I actually saw they the Back to the Future cast did an online reunion like yesterday or something.
Oh man, I totally missed that. Too bad I had to work like a nerd.
Oh wow, Aiden Bartlett subscribing with tier 1. Thank you so much, Aiden. Aiden was here earlier for a match versus Daniel Carnock. I don't know if you guys saw that, but yeah, thanks Aiden Bartlett for the tier 1 sub.
I don't know if you all have seen Aiden's WCA picture, but the kid has the face of an angel. I laughed so hard when I saw that. He popped into chat the other day as well, and started a whole new trend. I had to start pulling people's WCA photos up just because that kid, it was so hilarious. But welcome back, Aiden.
Okay, well, Tommy, I think we're just gonna have to continue with this.
It's 5:20, yeah, or 4:20, I guess. We're about an hour in. Yeah, I think we're gonna just have to roll with this because I'm gonna have kids running in here pretty soon.
Yeah, okay, Tommy, let's Okay, yeah, Tommy doesn't seem to be able to fix his
Feed us more analogies.
Okay, yeah, it looks like he's having a lot of problems. But yeah, we're just gonna roll with it here. Sorry about that.
We're just gonna make like your PB averages at home and roll with it here, folks. We're just gonna let it happen.
Whew.
All right, shall we?
Yeah, let's yeah, looks like they're about to start again right now.
Folks, if you squint really hard, you can see what Tommy's doing ever so slightly. Don't worry, the clock is still in our favor here.
And it looks like he realized the white jacket wasn't enough of a flex. He has to assert that he's a sun god now, literally existing inside of the sun. Bringing the true laser monkey spirit here. You know, trying to pull out some interesting strats here on the end. Yeah, Tommy literally on fire, indeed. Oh, and it looks like he fixed his colors a little bit. So we could be okay.
Just a tish. Yeah, they're looking better. Oh, look at this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Tommy. Oh, there the colors. They're back. Tommy Cherry. Beautiful work. And we can get started here with the next solve. Love to see it, Tommy. And the colors look better than ever. My goodness.
The Starman has returned from his epic space quest to claim victory here in this virtual arena.
100 bits for Tommy's camera. Yeah, thanks, Taz. You should go give those to Tommy on Tommy Cherry's Twitch channel. He's streaming there right now, actually. Oh, wow, Speedy with 100 bits. Thank you so much. And looks like Stanley DNF there, so if Tommy can get a success... Man, like, none of his edges are solved. What is going on? Okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to do those first. He definitely had a problem early on with that solve.
Yeah, we're having some glitches with the best times and stuff. This, I can try refreshing it, but yeah, there's a glitch in the software. Obviously, we'll try and work that out. Something about the way it saves the times. It doesn't account for when you know, when you... Because what happened there is he misentered a time and then... Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like it's fixed now, so I just had to refresh it there. Yeah, I typed that for a DNF, so yeah.
And Stanley with a 19.86. Whoa, was that the same time? Oh, no, it was a 26, excuse me, and an 86 from Tommy. I was like, whoa, that was gnarly. That was GNAR. Okay, let's see what we got. We've got Stanley here looking like he's going to try to put something together. And it not quite what he was hoping for, I'm imagining, with the 21 there. And Tommy with the 19.
Tommy's going to take the chance he can get. This is really, really, it's close to being over for Tommy. So if he can't get this together, it's going to be done. Yeah, Tommy was killing it before the break, and now he's got a bunch of DNFs. But with the success there, he could be getting back in the swing of things.
Making like a playground fixture and getting back into the swing of things here, folks. Making like a 1950s dance and getting back into the swing. Making like a jazz beat, getting back into the swing.
No!
Step, Tommy. Oh my God.
Tommy, don't hit your computer again. He looks so tilted.
Hide your computers, hide your keyboards, hide your desktops. Tommy's slapping everybody out here. Look out. You can't help but feel for the kid. He's really taking a licking here.
Yeah, and just 6 more solves here for Stanley, and he takes the match.
Let's see if Stanley is going to finish strong.
Thanks, Preetham, for the 100 bits. The Tommy comeback. Yeah, well, I'd like to see it too. We always love to see close matches, but it looks like Stanley's just taking over. Okay, Tommy. 17. Throwing down.
Throwing down. He's throwing down. He's trying to hold back from throwing up. He's been disgusted with himself on all these DNFs. He's going to look back on this and just shake his head in anguish. Unfortunately, these DNFs will be forever immortalized in the hallowed halls of battle that we have been fortunate enough to walk into and witness this onslaught in today. Maybe he can try and redeem himself a little bit, make like his opponent, and show us his own redemption song. See if he can channel his inner Bob Marley here. And he's cooking.
Oh, he is cooking on this solve. Wow, flying through it. 1763. Okay, he's coming back.
Tommy's not done yet. And Stanley getting into the memo. Signature head bob there. And it's looking like Tommy might have something a little spicier this time around, but... Oh! And he misses the timer again, dude. Brutal. 0.02 of a second there. Much like the force in which Stanley is slapping right now, that was brute.
And close ones like that, I mean, that's just going to be the difference here.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness gracious, Ignatius. What are we looking at right here, folks? Stanley showing us that signature consistency yet again. Coming in with a 20, which is a pretty safe solve for a guy of this caliber. So let's see what Tommy can do if he can heat it up a little bit. Tommy with the heat rock on the 2015. Let's get it.
Wow, and both these competitors super close. Stanley taking one by 0.16. Tommy saying, okay, I guess I'll take one by 0.1 myself. And my goodness.
He must have pulled that cube right out of the oven because he dropped it like it was hot. Here we go. Oh, Stanley, he's into it. 8 seconds in.
Oh, wow, and Tommy had a really fast memo. 6 seconds. He's almost done. Oh, my goodness, he's flying through this. Can he finish? His stream froze, but it says he got a 15. I think that's going to win. But his stream froze. Tommy, are you still there? Are you still there, Tommy? Hello?
Dang, Tommy solved that cue so fast.
Tommy's internet may be dying, but his spirit is definitely not. He is on fire right now.
He just got yeeted out of the stream. He's back.
Oh, and Stanley got a DNF.
What's Tommy going to do? Let's see if he can capitalize on this.
What happened? We just missed an entire solve? Okay, we missed an entire solve, but he took it. 18 against a DNF. All right, all right.
Tommy's on a roll, folks. That's a turkey for Tommy. He's hungry, and he wants more turkey.
Yeah, so fast his internet couldn't handle it. Yeah.
Blazing speeds.
Okay, it looks like he's... Okay. Okay, his internet is that delayed. We are seeing a full solve behind. This is a big yikes. I will try and get this back.
Hi, welcome to Wolf Burgers. Yeah, I'd like the big yikes with
okay, but he took another one.
Wow.
Okay, it looks like the stream is back now. So my goodness, 4 in a row. Tommy is ready to go. He's rumbling right now.
I mean, this is practically match point for Stanley. He really just has to like close the door here. Tommy's got his foot in it.
Yeah, and it was like a 12-point lead at some point, and now it's less. I mean, only 8 points. We could see a comeback. Who knows? Oh, but Stanley's flying. Oh my goodness, Stanley Chapel with a 15. Oh, but Tommy's almost done too. Oh no, he's gonna get a great solve, but it's not fast enough. How sad.
Stanley
a 16. Losing with a 16, and yeah, Stanley's just starting to close that door. His chances are slipping away for Tommy. He's got to need something big here if he wants to, I mean, not lose, like, instantly right here. Okay, Stanley Chapel. I mean, at some points, Tommy's just got to hope for DNFs. He can't beat Stanley on every solve here. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Stanley Chapel with an 18. Tommy, no. Tommy not quite fast enough. And Stanley Chapel was not having that 4 in a row. He's taken back 2 in a row, and it's looking like it's gonna be over here in a little bit. Yikes.
Yeah, we don't. I don't know. Tommy's he's feeling the pain right now. He's feeling the pressure. See what he can do with it. There's the memo. 7 seconds, not bad. Oh, and the +2. Let's see what Tommy can do. It's got to be the 24 here. Oh, and he DNFs. Hate to see it, folks. And this is going to be potentially our last solve of... Wait, it's 51, right? Or is it first to 50?
First to 51.
All right, this could be it. Oh, Tommy with the 20. Well, that was a DNF. Excuse me. My bad. I'm looking at the wrong thing here.
Yeah, he hadn't reset his timer yet.
There's a 19 from Stanley.
Stanley's throwing down some superb consistency.
It's insanely consistent.
And Tommy's stream really struggling right now.
Yeah. And he goes out with the DNF, folks.
This is match point.
Tommy just has to pull out, what is it, 12, 13 in a row?
And you know what? I know how this feels being behind 38 to 50 in a match. I've been in that exact situation, and I can tell you did not end well for me. So I'm hoping Tommy can pull something together here, but it's not looking good.
Come on, Tommy.
Oh my goodness, it looks like Stanley's struggling a little bit, maybe? But if he gets a success, it could be over. Oh my goodness, a 21. That's very solid. Tommy needs to get something here.
Folks, the nail is
Stanley's putting on his headphones like he's already won the match. He thinks it's over. But it's not! Tommy Cherry with the 20. He's keeping the foot in the door. He's saying, we're not done yet. I still got a chance.
The lady is not singing yet. This match is not over. And the scoreboard is changed. We have literally turned back the wheels here, folks. I think Stanley's under the impression that it's first to 50.
Yeah, Tommy, Tommy saying GG. Stanley saying thanks for a great match, and then both competitors confused when I told them the match was not yet over.
Formatting, we'll get it down.
And I'm not quite sure why he was saying GG on that one, because he already had 50 on the last one. I'm pretty confused, but yeah, we do have the match format here, guys, and as you can see, first to 51 points wins the match. So that's what he's going to need here.
Stanley just sending a couple messages right now. And yeah, we are just waiting here. We're gonna finish this thing out with a bang. All right, the headphones are coming off. And the scramble is going down. Stanley is ready to put the finishing blow. The Stanley thinking since it was a best of 100 it was over there,
but since the DNFs don't count for any points, there were a lot of solves there that weren't counted for anything, and it is first to 51. So yeah, blind is a little bit weird with all these double DNFs. Yeah, it was solve 89. It was the 89 solve where points were scored, but there were 100 solves. Oh, and wow, Stanley with an 18. He's saying
Tommy hasn't done the scramble yet. The Mega Chapel Evolution. 11 double DNFs. Yeah, those are some tough scrambles for sure. And then we got the 51 here for now. Let's see if Tommy's going to put this solve down.
Yeah, and he's got 51 unless Tommy can throw down here. He knows what he has to beat. He knows he has to beat an 18.
So he's kind of metagaming here. Let's see if he can get the execution.
He must be very nervous right now. Knowing what you have to beat has to put so much stress. Wow! His center cap fell off, but he's still got a 17. He's staying in it.
This kid won't die.
Happy to get a 40 there. Yeah, at least he got 40. And Stanley's already taken that. He's like, he thought it was over, but he's got to take the headphones back off and finish him off. Even with the center cap, Tommy just clearly beating that solve, and Stanley's like, okay, man, this is it. He's focused, you can tell.
10-second execution from Tommy there. That was really nice.
Tommy with a 6-second memo. And Stanley can really safety here. I mean, if he gets a success and Tommy DNFs, it's over. Wow, Tommy coming in clutch? No, a DNF for Tommy Cherry, and that's going to do it. Oh, wait, no! It's a double DNF! It continues! It continues! Woo! He's so lucky there. It was a hard scramble for both competitors.
Folks, get out your old-timey pants holders because we are strapped in with the suspense here. Hold on to your butts. This is not over yet.
Okay, the nod-on technique. 7-second memo. Looking close here.
These guys are toe-to-toe right now, neck and neck.
No, a DNF from Stanley.
Come on, Tommy.
And Tommy got a 19. That's a point. That's a point. He's coming back. He's only got 9 more to go, and that's a tie match. He's still got his foot in the door. Whew.
Tommy is not saying no.
At some point here,
never say die mentality.
Stanley might have to take his foot off the. He might have to switch off that cruise control and start pressing on the gas because he's gonna fall. He's gonna fall out here if he doesn't get a success.
Just he's got to land the finishing blow.
Okay, this looks good. But he's pausing. He forgot his corners. If Tommy can get a success. Oh, but if Tommy DNFs and Stanley remembers his memo. Oh, but Stanley DNF'd. But Tommy thinks, okay, Tommy thinks he has to get a success. He doesn't know. He thinks he lost, but he didn't. It's another double DNF. And we're still going. It does not get any more tense than this.
The suspense.
The anticipation.
It's tantalizing, folks. Paramount to none. Second to none, I should say. We were literally looking at the zenith, the apex of blind solving here. I'm getting exhausted just watching these guys go back and forth. Here comes Stanley with another spicy meatball.
Stanley literally, he just needs to solve the cube one time, put the pressure on. He has 3 DNFs in a row. I feel like, but another DNF. And Stanley Chapel is struggling right now to finish off this match. He only needs 1 more point. Can Tommy Cherry get another point here?
Mentally, he may have turned off.
Tommy Cherry with a success! A solid 21, and he's only behind by 8. I mean, that is a lot. He has to win the next 8 solves. But, oh my goodness. And Stanley just wants the content. Interesting. You think he's throwing? I don't know. I don't think he would throw. I think he wants to assert dominance, but who knows? Maybe he is. Either way, it's very exciting.
Building the suspense. I don't know. Here we go.
No. Are Stanley's edges solved? Yes, they are, and he's forgetting stuff. Can Tommy get a success? Tommy with another success! He takes it again! He takes it again! We are still in this! Still in this. Oh my goodness. Stanley Chapel.
Show some love for Tommy, folks.
Somebody's saying Stanley Chapel is too OP to DNF, but he is really struggling right now to close out this match. My goodness, the pressure is getting to him. And Tommy is really trying to clutch this out. Stanley did a 10-second memo there. He's like, okay, I have to get a success. He's going for safety strats. On a 16? What? That was a 6-second execution.
What?
How did he do that?
What?
And Tommy Cherry got faster memo. He gets a 15. Oh my goodness. He is still in this match. Oh my goodness. Woo.
Never Say Die, starring Tommy Cherry. This kid is indestructible.
Chapel is not throwing.
Underneath that t-shirt.
I mean, that must have been a good scramble because Stanley memorized for 10 seconds and executed in 6, and then Tommy did it a little bit faster and he got a 15.
Sweet baby Jesus, keep us near the cross. This is
that
not
a DNF?
over yet.
It's another DNF from Stanley. Tommy has another chance. Tommy has another chance.
He's within striking distance.
It looks like he's getting it. No! Another DNF, but it's okay. He's still in it. But every time Stanley gets a DNF, Tommy has to be kicking himself for not getting that freebie. Of course, I say freebie, but I mean, solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded in less than 20 seconds is not easy at all.
Folks, this is the piping hot content that you are craving, coming to you live this afternoon. This Friday has been electrified by these two gentlemen.
Stanley Chapel with an 18.
Stanley.
That might be it. Let's see if Tommy can clutch it out here. He's showing nerves of steel. No! And he loses with an 1884. A valiant effort from Tommy Cherry. Well done. And we will be back. My goodness. We will be back with the post-match interviews in a few minutes, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back.
What a joy to watch. Awesome.
Okay, hey everyone, we're here with the post-match interviews. We're here with Langston, myself, and Stanley Chapel. So yeah, we're getting going here. Thank you so much, DG Cubes Live, for the raid with 29 people. Welcome in. No, Tommy, we're not able to hear you. You'll have to go into your Discord settings and enable stuff. But yeah, we're adding some stuff on the fly. So anyways, Stanley, you won this match, but Tommy made a pretty big comeback there at the end, and you looked like you were struggling. Were you feeling nerves or something? Like what was going on?
It wasn't a struggle at all. Just like I basically knew that like I had like literally 13 chances, so I could just like make sure I ended on a good note. And you know, I was watching the score counter, so if it got to like 3, or if the difference got to like 3, I would have just safetied and ended it, because DNFs are a thing. I could just out success and win.
I see. So, yeah, so
I just wanted to make sure I had a solid solve to end, and I didn't want to end with like a 25 versus DNF, basically.
Interesting. So Stanley was going for a good time in the last one, kind of throwing like halfway a little bit there, just to end on a good note. So yeah, Tommy, you were trying to make a comeback there. Stanley was leaving the door open a little bit, allowing you to have some chances. What was going through your mind, and how did you feel about today's match?
So I felt actually overall I feel pretty well about the match. Like in the middle of it, I was falling behind a lot, but by the end I was able to catch up a bit, and I started not doing completely terribly. Also, there was one more thing. Yeah, I was getting like really nervous near the middle just because I was doing so bad. I was falling extremely behind. But I'm happy that I was able to almost fully catch back up, but not quite. But yeah, I feel pretty well.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean, we really enjoyed that match. Thank you guys for entertaining us. It's really fun to watch. Yeah, I know Langston said he had to bail, so I don't know if he is able to give his final thoughts or not. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who watched this. I saw a lot of you guys in the chat, all of the donos, the support. Yes, thanks so much to Langston Mandela, Langston Johnson, for coming on and doing commentary with me. I know you guys enjoyed Langston's commentary, and it's really great to have him. And yeah, thank you so much to Tommy and Stanley. Yeah, do you guys have any final thoughts? I mean, how did you feel about the format? How did you feel about yourselves in general? Tommy, you can start if you want. Oh, okay, Stanley, can you hear?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so overall, it was a really interesting format, and I really enjoyed competing here today. Yeah, overall, it taught me a lot about like what head-to-head solving can really does to me mentally. And you know, it's for the day when, you know, there's something like real on the line for 3 blind head-to-head. I mean, that's a format that we're really starting to transition to in a way.
For
Even
sure.
if WCA isn't implementing it, like, it's something we'll see. You know, I'll be more prepared. And Tommy's a great opponent, put a lot of pressure on me on a lot of solves. And yeah, I think this match sort of really outlined the difference between our sort of like styles in a way, where
Yeah.
Tommy sort of like really excels at the good scrambles, but I'm able to do like decent on the mediocre and terrible scrambles. And
Yeah.
I think those are kind of what make the difference.
Yeah, and can you describe a little bit of the technical difference there? Like, why is Tommy able to excel on those good scrambles? Is it something about the way he traces, or what do you think it is?
I think he does. So I didn't use 2-color memo for this match, which is a technique where during corners you don't have to look at the back face of the cube at all. Essentially, I felt like it would be a bit too big of a risk for a match like this, and that's the kind of thing that really makes the difference on the really, really easy scrambles, it's the memo. You know, execution's a pretty big given on those, and he's able to just trace right through them and just get those done. Whereas on the bad scrambles, you know, execution is a much bigger factor, and I think my consistency and like my finger trick expertise is what pulls me through on those.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, everyone, hope you enjoyed. Thanks to Stanley for giving us some insight there. And yeah, it looks like Tommy's internet is still bad, just as it has been all match. So he must be on AT&T. Okay. Yeah. So we are going to head out. I don't know if Tommy's gonna get back on here. Probably not. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's gonna get back on here. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Our next match will be Timon Koleshinsky versus okay. Tommy wants to say some final words. Yes, Stanley is tired. He just solved Blindfolded for 2 hours in a high pressure situation. Okay, well, looks like Tommy's not going to come back. So yeah, our next match is Timon Koleshinsky versus Felix Zemdegs, which is going to be next Friday, exactly a week from now. Actually, exactly a week from now at 7 p.m. next Friday. So yeah, that's May 22nd. It's May 23rd for those of you who are in Eastern Asia and Australia. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. And we'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed the stream.